It's Cut File Week on the Hip Kit Club blog. Hi guys, this is Jana Eubank, and today I'm going to showcase how you can use two different cut files on a scrapbook page. I'm going to be using the September cut file with that September word as my title. That's actually a free cut file if you register for the site. And then I'm also going to be using the Floral Medley. Now the Floral Medley comes with 7 different types of flowers and leaves. It's so cute. I used just 2 on this layout, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using this rainbow pattern paper, this is called Go For It, as the base of my layout. And before I started designing, I went to my sewing machine and stitched around the perimeter as well as the spaces in between each stripe on the rainbow. It looks super, super cute. I'm going to use the 6x8 papers to back my September cut file, and I really love all the colors on this page and the colorful kit this month. I'm going to double mat my photo. I'm using the Independence Blue, that's the dark purple cardstock, and then I'm going to mat it with the Cheer Pink as well. My idea is to place my photo and this September title in between the 2 rainbows on my layout, and I really like how it just frames those out. In fact, this design came together really, really easily because of that background paper and because of the cut files. That's why I love using the cut files. It almost starts falling into place. So I'm going to put this photo on the left. This is actually my daughter on her first day of college, and then I'll put that September cut file on the right. I thought I might add another photo on the right or some journaling, but as my layout progresses, I really just have fun with a lot of embellishing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in these leaf sprigs that I've cut out. Again, this is one of the leaf sprigs out of the 7 different images that are included with the Floral Medley Cut File. It's a great cut file. It's something that you're going to use over and over again, and I especially love the doodly feel of this leaf. Now, I cut it out in 4 different colors, and I'm just going to vary the colors and kind of tuck them in around the word. I've also used the flower cut. There's a single cut flower image that looks like a daisy. You can see those over on the right, and I've cut that out using the Volt yellow cardstock. I cut 3 different layers of those flowers and stacked them together and just kind of fluffed them up. So once I get those leaf sprigs into place, I'm going to kind of widen them out a little bit to make room for these flowers, and then just scatter a few of these flowers around the page. I have 1 at the bottom, 1 on the right hand side. Actually, I end up putting 2 at the bottom, and 1 at the top and 1 on the right hand side. So for the flower centers, I'm going to be using the wood buttons. These are in the main kit, and they came in the embellishment pack. I know that sounds a little bit confusing because there is an embellishment kit, but in the main kit this month, we also got an embellishment pack that included trims, epoxy button stickers, and then these beautiful wood button stickers. I really love the colors of this, and I'm picking out ones that are a little bit bold just so that they stand out against all the colors and the rainbow that's happening on the background. I love that the texture that these add, and of course that they have a little bit of shine to them. So now that my basic design is ready on this page, I'm going to come back in with some cardstock die cuts and some chipboard pieces and embellish the top left corner and the bottom right corner with some school themed icons. So I have this phrase that says a new day, I have a coffee cup, I have a typewriter down in the bottom right corner, and then I put that little chair with the orange kitty because my daughter actually, with her friends at college, they brought an orange kitty into the dorm. Kind of a crazy story, and I actually tell a little bit about that story a little later this week, sharing a video that I did for Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine. So if you're curious about that, be sure to stop by my YouTube channel later this week and check that out. Okay, I thought I might add this chipboard tab up to the top left corner of the page, but as I put that green typewriter down in the bottom right, it was the only green element on the page. So I did add that apple at the top with the green leaf on its stem, but I'm trying to balance out the colors by adding another green, something green in that upper left corner. So I have that chipboard button that's green, and I'm trying to balance it out with 2 chipboard buttons in the top left and 2 chipboard buttons in the top right. And as I shuffle things around here, I decide, you know what, there's just not going to be room for that tab. As much as I love that tab, I tried to make it work, but it just it just started getting to be too much. I did add this little pennant piece from the Pocket Life kit and layered another pennant piece on top from the main kit cardstock die cuts. And now I'm ready to adhere everything into place. I actually did that off camera, so you didn't have to watch me do that. But I am going to add some twine to this little phrase here at the top of the layout, and then I'm going to stitch the buttons so that I have a few different soft twine elements in. That also ties in with the stitching on my background page. So we'll go ahead and take a minute to do that. I'm just going to pop everything up with some thin foam tape. The whole entire September word is also popped up with some thin foam tape, and I like doing that because it adds a little bit of shadowing underneath there. So let's go ahead and fluff up these flowers, and then I'm going to pull out my paper piercer tool and a soft foam pad and just use that to pierce some holes into these chipboard pieces. Now you don't have to add the twine or the stitching to the buttons, but I just thought it would be a little fun. So I used just some white embroidery floss, and once I tie this into a knot, what I really like about the floss is that you can kind of fan it out and it has a little bit of a fluffy texture to it. So super, super cute. I'll come back down to the bottom right hand corner and just write a few details that this was my daughter's first day at Southern Utah University, and then I'm going to use the date stamp from the January Pocket Life kit and add the date to the underneath this typewriter. I kind of did it off center, so I add a few more little dot details there to try to camouflage that, but it works out. So my final little detail I'm going to add is some sprinkling. I love to sprinkle paint on my pages. And so I pulled out the Dip Your Toe Teal Magicals from the July 2023 color kit, and I just add a little bit of water to that, and I'm going to just sprinkle that in the top left corner by that embellishment cluster, and then in the bottom right corner. The final detail is I thought I wanted to add in some puffy stickers. I just love the puffy stickers. They add another fun, soft, squishy texture to your page. So I did just tuck in a couple of those. I have that first day up there in the top cluster, and then I added a red puffy star by the kitty cat, and you can see that there. All right, guys, these are the September 2023 kits from Hip Kit Club, featuring the New Day collection. I love this collection. It's so cute, so colorful, and really unique. Don't forget that when you become a subscriber to Hip Kit Club, you get free access to the cut files that are released every single month, as well as the vast library that already exists. How awesome is that? All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time.